I cannot believe that these Americans keep going on about their gun right. You know, I'm glad that we have very strict gun laws. You know, I'm just saying.
I completely agree. I mean, indeed, the idea of a Second Amendment right, the right to bear arms, is just ghastly. Ugh.
Exactly. It's just ghastly.
What? Whoa. Somebody's watching us. It's the viewers. We're out of character, quick.
Hello everybody, this is Roachclan5 here, a gun-loving American, and this is my buddy and co-host.
Gunney6 here, another gun-loving American. Kinda caught us off guard.
Yeah, we were just going through our comedy bit. Yeah, our comedy
Yeah, we'll say it's a comedy bit. Damn it, again.
Right, anyway, this is finally the review I've been trying to get to. All my reviewing videos has been coming up to this point. This is the review of the Black Ops Ignite AK74 Cottonmouth dual-powered AK, which is not that one, not that one, not that one behind me. Oh, it's this one. Yes. Look at it. Look at its beauty. It's detailed.
The beauty of the Russian craft, huh?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, before we even get into this beautiful, 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 beautiful gun, it's first... Wait a minute, I forgot. Let me just check. Okay, let's see here. Ah, yes! Is expositions of children.
Exposition.
Okay, so, for those of you who already know a good bit about the AK-47, which is known as Automatic Kalashnikov 1947, the AK-74 actually did not come out in 1974. It was actually supposed to come out in 1974, but came out in the late 60s.
It once again is Soviet-made firearm. And as they say in Soviet Russia, God shoots you.
Exactly. Now, this is where it gets a little bit fun. For you see, unlike the AK-47 and its foldable buttstock counterparts, the AK-74 actually fires a smaller variant of the 7.62, which is 5.6, or somewhere around there. Can't remember exactly.
7.62mm full metal jacket.
Thank you for the movie reference there, Gunney.
No problem. I'm here all week.
Now, for those of you who have no idea, the AK-74 made a big spotlight in the 1980s great movie Red Dawn.
Wolverine!
Which is my favorite movie. I mean, I like the remake, but that's a review for another day. Now,
exactly. The remake was okay, everybody. I enjoy the original movie. It's way better because, you know, it has that whole Cold War era feel to it.
Exactly. Now, as for the actual AK-74, the AK-74 spotted a wood foregrip and a pistol and a wooden pistol grip, both of which were made from hickory oak.
It would.
Now, when later on years came around, the AK-74 did go through some changes, one of which was it then sponsored an all-metal and all-synthetic body. To save on wood, of course. However, the original wood stock variants still are in circulation, from gun collectors to terrorist organizations to God knows what else. And along with it spawned off the AK-47's, well, counterparts, such as the Bison, the Dragunov, and so on and so forth.
What about the RPK?
Ah, yes, the RPK, the longer-barreled version of the AK-47.
Which is also considered to be a bit of an LMG.
Yes. Well, since you stuck around this long for the exposition, this is the stop-off point where you've learned something. And if not, then you skip to this part, then you're a moron still.
A moron, a numbskull, an idiot.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Alright, well, while I put in the battery, I'm going to highlight some things about the AK74. Dual-powered cottonmouth. Now, the reason it's called dual-powered is because it's both spring and electric. And just like a real AK, you can open up the back here, pop in the battery into the stock, as some might say, plug it in here into this little red thing. It's a little bit hard, but it's actually pretty good. And once you do that, it'll be completely charged. Now, another plus I like to give Black Ops Ignite a good bit about is that this AK is just amazingly detailed. Hold on, let me go ahead and eject the magazine here, which still AK styled. Look at this. This is basically it with the top off, and you can just see inside there, see the guts, see everything about it, all its bloomers and everything. It's just a beautiful gun.
Beautiful, beautiful weaponry.
And the best part is, if it jams, or, anything like that, you can open up the back, you can look inside, eject the magazine, pull back the bolt, and you can see, if it's jammed or not. Now,
very realistic feel.
Exactly, and that's what I love about Black Ops and their high quality. Now, this is where it gets a little bit interesting, because you're probably asking, oh, but Roach and Gunney, what's the feet per second? Like, oh my god. Probably not a lot of Californian watchers, but just in case. The feet per second on this is 330 feet per second, sporting a 510 round magazine.
Extra killing power, yes?
Yes. And the magazine in question, pretty hard to get out, is full plastic. Now, I can understand going full plastic, but I'd like the whole feel of actually the polymer that's really used for AKs. Now, you just basically pop the front here, and you load in the babies that way. Flywheel on the bottom goes towards you, though, not like the AR magazines that go away from you, but you get what I'm saying. Now, I can't stress enough how great the detail is on this. I mean, the bolt is metal, the trigger is metal, a lot of pieces on here are metal, and it's just amazing to say this. So, with that said and my piece said, let's go ahead and get to the firing range. Gunney, prepare your interview speech.
Hello, viewers. You're watching this very beautiful firearm made in the motherland, yes? Well, it is a very beautiful weapon. Looks like AK. It is AK. Well, not 47, 740U. Then again, you know that already. You clicked on the video. Point is, watch him fire. It is going to be beautiful.
Okay, we're at the firing range. I am folding out the buttstock, which has a little lever here. Right here, I'm just going to showcase that now. Has a little lever right here. Basically, throw it out like that. I'm going to show off the spring action first. Spring action's obvious. You basically pull back on the bolt here. Dang it, didn't pull it all the way. Pull it all the way back. There we go. And there is a downside to this. When you initiate the actual spring action, it will interrupt the actual electric action itself, but I understand this from a point of view that it is. If it was a full electric with simulated blowback, then you would be able to cock a new round in there, and you'd be able to do that. So, let's quit wasting time talking and get to the firing range part. Okay. Okay, here we go. Firing. Single shot now. That was a headshot. Okay, firing semi-auto. Now I just go full auto for the fun of it. And fold the buttstock just for the fun of it. For 80s action heroes. And safety's on and guns down.
Beautiful.
Okay, so, you're probably already thinking, oh, he's gonna show off some downsides. I do have some downsides about this gun. Now, the only downsides I could find about this is the actual hopper system. Yes, it does have a hopper system. It is inside the magazine, right about here. When you pull back the bolt and you lift up the back here, the switch is right there, but I've left it on factory default just because it's been accurate for me on factory default. I've done no upgrades to the gun because I don't see the need to upgrade it. Another downside I have is the buttstock. The buttstock is not metal, it is plastic. I keep having a fear of it breaking on me one of these days, but I've taken it so many times into combat. I mean, if it does break, I can remove it, and I can go completely Black Ops 1 style with it. Aside from that, in the magazine, well, the magazine, not really a big downside, just, you know, an obvious decision they've made. Aside from all that, with all that said about this gun, Gunney, what do you think this gun deserves?
Solid 2 strikes against it, and but it has many upsides, including the detail, the per second, stuff like that. I would say 8.5 to 9.
Well, I have to agree with you on that. I mean, this thing does miss the legendary mark, but it does not miss the perfect mark. It is a solid and utter, most definitely earned 9 out of 10 and a must buy. I recommend you guys, if you've got a $70 or $80 starter budget for airsoft, this gun is definitely for you.
Oh, indeed. And plus, think about it. Black Friday is coming up. It may be a little bit cheaper.
Exactly. Thank you all for watching. I've been Roachclan5.
This has been Gunney6.
Have a safe Black Friday.
Hope you enjoyed the sound of my voice.